So as long as there's a legitimate air dribble in there, you guys are going to be the judge of that. Yeah, we're just going to see what happens here. Of course, Rumble is on. We've never seen this before. I'm predicting that the overpowered power-ups are going to be the position swap, whatever it's called. The position reverser. You know, the one that swaps places. I don't really know the names of the power. I should probably look that up by now, but that one's going to be strong. I also expect the haymaker to be very strong. Somebody could just be air dribbling and then bang it. So it's kind of like an air dribble into a boomer. Magnet will be pretty strong because if you're losing control of an air dribble, just pulls it back in. Turn on Rumble. Yeah, Rumble's on. Rumble's on. ReaLize is doing some chain wave dashing. I don't think they realize they need to touch the ball before the Rumble starts spawning. It looks like ReaLize is going to be off first here. Oh, I forgot to turn on my chat. Let me see, because I imagine Sharrieff probably said that ReaLize could go first. And here we go. Boomer for ReaLize. This is probably not going to help him very much in terms of air dribbling. It's set to accelerate it last second. Freeze for Sharrieff would have been useful if something like a positional swap came in. But very situational power up as well. Sir Meows, thanks for the 50 bits. And Smithflower for the 5 months. Sharrieff, how on earth is he going to get this one back on target? Okay, he's actually done quite well, but not well enough. Going to need to do a little bit better. Another boomer for ReaLize. And Andrello RL, thanks for gifting a sub to Andy Caspi. You're very kind, man. Appreciate all the support already today, guys. ReaLize looking for the tight angle rebound. There's another freeze. Both these players had the... Oh, that might have been Sharrieff's only freeze. He might have saved that one because it's quite a good defensive part out. That's pretty smart. Didn't use it on offense, just kept hold of it. Here comes an air dribble dunk from Sharrieff. Gets blocked to the near post. And another boomer for ReaLize. That's 3 in a row. What are the chances of getting 3 boomers in a row? Somebody to run the math on that pretty quick. I've never seen that before. But he's getting told something by Psionics here. They're telling him, you need to use this boomer to score. Oh, and the positional swap from Sharrieff didn't get used. He might have been waiting till the very last second here, and the boomer must have caught him off guard. But 1-0 for ReaLize. And I'm just waiting to see if he's going to get another boomer. I don't know if Sharrieff's going to go for this before the power-up spawns. He might just go for a regular air dribble. And I decided not to make that not allowed this series. I thought, why not? You don't think he used the second boomer? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's a good point. But either way, still, he's not got much better luck this time. Here we go. Air dribble tornado incoming for ReaLize. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is. It's really not going to be that helpful. As Sharrieff with a bit more useful power up there. Grappling hook, very good in defense. Sharrieff off the ceiling, has his flip reset, but it's not going to be able to get on the right side of the ball to use it. And ReaLize they're using his freeze. He did not want to have that. Oh, positional swap can be good. We've all seen how effective this could be. Sharrieff has a freeze though. This might be the counter to the positional swap if he can time it correctly. There's the shot on target, there's the swap, but unfortunately for ReaLize, I think he waited a bit too long to do that, because by the time that he'd swap places with Sharrieff was already perfectly blocking the shot, and the slight delay made it ineffective. Can Sharrieff do better? There's a shot, and oh! Plunger by ReaLize is going to stop the OP position swap in its tracks. We're going to Gold Rush? I don't think so. Freeze for ReaLize is not going to be very useful. He's going to actually recycle this ball and go off the other wall. 1-0 still for Sharrieff. Not many goals have been scored, and the freeze is really not going to be that helpful. And oh my goodness, this could be good for Sharrieff. It's technically an air dribble, but he's going to decide not to go up the wall with it, because catching the ball in the way that he did made it pretty impossible to get any what do you call it? Any steering on the go. If you catch the ball and it spikes, and the front wheels of your car are not touching the ground, you can't actually turn. So he wasn't able to get airborne. A little bit unfortunate. Could have been a freebie with the spikes there. Boot from ReaLize. Doesn't get a shot on target though before using it. The reset shot used in training to reset shots can help you down free play. Yeah, I know, but I just like doing it in a real match, because then you can score and reset the shot after scoring, you know? Like you can actually see your shot go in. Grappling hook for ReaLize. Magnet on the goal line is not going to be very useful for Sharrieff. That takes a while to take effect. And oh my goodness, good shot by ReaLize. It looks like Sharrieff was able to get close enough. He tried to accelerate fast there. Wanted to use the magnet in offense as well as defense. ReaLize going to give Sharrieff the ball back here because he saw that Sharrieff had a plan and kind of got foiled by the timeout off the pass. Here's a boomer air dribble by Sharrieff, getting multiple touches even after activating the boomer. I didn't think that was possible. I thought they was just going to go way away from him the second did he touch that. Excellent powered-up selection by ReaLize. Very smart. And he's going to take a 2-0 lead. Sharrieff had to wait so long for that boomer to not only go away, but also get replaced by another power-up. He didn't even have one on the line to help him. 2-0 for ReaLize. He's looking very solid. He has looked like the better player so far. His air control off the wall has given himself more chances. Sharrieff, very often, overhitting his first touch and not getting any real threatening shots towards ReaLize's net. He's had a couple, but not too many. ReaLize preferring maybe to dribble off the right wall. A lot of players do have one wall which is preferred by them. Sort of uses air dribble into a ceiling shot, into a grapple shot there. Lots of adaptations. Sharrieff looking for more last second touches, but good save by ReaLize. Of course, with the boomer, you can fly ahead of the ball maybe, just drop it off the back of your car and demo the goalie. I would be surprised not to see that if we had someone like, I don't know, Jesse in the lobby. Sorry for the screen freeze. I'm just going to enable this little overlay here. 1-0 for Japan's #1 Rocket League player. At least as far as I'm aware, he's Japan's #1 Rocket League player still. 140 ping, not dissuade in the slightest. That looks like it'll be default camera to Sharrieff. I'll tell him in a second if he, or to change the actually, I'll tell him right now. I'll tell him, Sharrieff, can you change one FOV and then change it back again? All right, hopefully he'll see that, because we don't have to deal with default camera glitch for the entire match. Let's see if he's going to do it. It looks like he's in his settings right now. Is he doing it? Okay, yeah, he did it. Well done. So for anybody who doesn't know why I asked that question, it's because if you have the default camera glitch in Spectator, and then you tell one of the players who's got it to change one FOV and back again, it'll fix it. Look at this. So for ReaLize, how does he do it? Just carrying the ball directly above his car, and just before, I'll explain to Sharrieff, fixes Spectator glitch. It worked, thanks. Okay. Anyway, back to complimenting ReaLize in that phenomenal shot. Sharrieff's going to have his work cut out, and he's, this time, managed to get his first goal of the series. It's taken a while, but he did something very, very clever here. Caught the ball with a reverse air roll, lifted it into the crossbar and rebounded it all in one motion. Good stuff by the American. Good to see a bit more of a contest here. Will ReaLize wait for the powered up? No, he's just going to rush this. Going to take this straight up the wall. Gets a flip reset. Not a good landing, though. Unfortunately, Sharrieff has missed the save. He might have expected more from ReaLize. I think he might have got put off here by ReaLize's landing. He's thinking, oh no, ReaLize is going to shoot this. Never mind. Oh no, Sharrieff. Where did it all go wrong? No doubt he was expecting a crazy flip reset ceiling shot there by ReaLize. We had the benefit of Spectator and first person view, and we knew that nothing was happening. Nothing more than a bad landing, at least. It did look like Sharrieff was pre-jumping something. Oh, cheeky by Sharrieff. I don't know what on earth that was, but he just accidentally used the haymaker. It would have been useful to keep that, to be honest. Now it's wasted. Both players have plungers. ReaLize flying in front of the ball. Oh my goodness, that would have been insane. Tries to pendulum swing it in after air dribbling and then dropping it to the area of the field behind him. Grappling hook by Sharrieff, not going to be not going to be helpful. And here we go. Finally, we might get to see the fabled Spikes air dribble, the easy mode air dribble, the I'm in bronze and I can air dribble. How is Johnny Grandchamp air dribble? Is he even going to use it? Yes, he is. ReaLize last second whips it in. And I might have called the easy mode air dribble a bit too early, because this was far from easy. Look at that by ReaLize. Both players had spikes. I didn't even notice that Sharrieff had spikes, because they activated it at the same time. ReaLize is really popping off at the moment. Definitely one of the best air dribblers we've seen on stream. Just Full stop, just period. But look at that, Sharrieff doing his best Bluey impression, faking a near post air dribble, but then at the last second just keeps on lifting it towards the back post. Great acceleration there by the new American, the newcomer to the Rocket League scene.
Love this game mode. It's so much fun.
Glad you're enjoying
Have
it,
some
Lines.
bits.
Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate that. ReaLize maybe waiting for a power up to spawn here. He's trying to slow play this. He doesn't know what he's going to get yet, but it's probably going to reveal itself in time. There's a freeze. Not going to be very helpful. Oh, and Sharrieff might have scored by accident. He's going to say sorry. There's no doubt he was just trying to get a save here. But a goal is going to happen thanks to the last second bounce off ReaLize. To be honest, I don't know if we should even disallow that. Sharrieff was just, it was an accidental goal. I'm actually, kind of okay with that sticking. Looks like ReaLize wants a freebie. I wouldn't mind that, an accidental goal being given. I don't know what you guys think about that. Bit of lag there. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. The Ninja Moose, thanks to the Prime sub, and Andrello Arnell, thanks for gifting another sub, this time to Fran Gasco. Welcome to the stream, Fran Gasco, and appreciate both of the subscriptions. The Ninja Moose. The Ninja Moose. Do Meese live in any other countries apart from Canada? Or are they only in Canada? Sharrieff now with a huge chance, but that is a decent counter by ReaLize. Grappling hook. Very, very useful against the spikes, or at least from what I've seen. One of the best counters to the spikes. Haymaker's going to be good in defense as well, but will ReaLize be able to send Sharrieff away from the ball before he can use it? Doesn't look like it. It's pretty hard to beat Haymaker in defense. I don't think I've seen anything beat a Haymaker except maybe another Haymaker. Really not sure. Sharrieff off the ceiling. Has the position swap. Is that on target? It is, but it's going to hit the crossbar just a little bit too high. What on earth is all these Jesse? Did I get hosted by Jesse? I've got my hosts off. I'm sorry if I got hosted, Jesse. I didn't even notice, but loving the Jesse memes. Loving the Jesse streams these days. I've got to say. Big fan. Good save there by Sharrieff, who did well enough. He just had to do that all himself. He gave it ReaLize a little bit of a kick in the back with the speed boost, the unwarranted speed boost. Now, don't tell the Jesse boys to go away. Jesse's a great streamer. Anybody who watches Jesse has got excellent taste. Sorry, Jesse, I turned off my host alerts in my Streamlabs, so I never even see them. I always think that if the host is relevant enough, I'll notice it in the chat, which I did. So thanks to the host, man. Don't know how many views it was, but I'm sure it was a lot, because Jesse's popping off these days. He's absolutely popping. I'm very, very happy about that, because I like watching Jesse stream myself. How on earth is Sharrieff going to get this one in? Oh, just like that, I guess. Air dribbles it to the post, and then he just activates the plunger and flies into the net. Look at this. Off the wall as well. And Magnet is not going to activate in time to save ReaLize. We're all tied up yet again.
What was the training pack you were doing earlier?
Oh, the training pack I was doing earlier, Xander. Thanks for the £5, by the way. You're very kind. But the training pack I was doing earlier is called Backboard Therapy by a YouTuber or training pack maker called Whey Protein. You can see a link to it if you go to my top tips for ranking up. My top 3 tips for progressing through every Rocket League rank. Go to the description of that video, and it's the rebounds. It's in the champion rebounds section. 600 viewer host. That's awesome. I'm so happy for Jesse. Jesse, if you're still here, I'm delighted with your success, man. Long may it continue. Oh my goodness, ReaLize. Almost getting a useful power, like an actual productive usage off the freeze in offense. It is so rare to see players using the freeze effectively in offense in any Rumble game, not just this Rumble game mode, but any Rumble game, because the second the ball's frozen, it's particularly hard to hit. Yeah, you're killing it, Jesse. Keep it up, man. Keep up the grind. Just keep on going. I'm sure 500 subs is just around the corner. Magnet for ReaLize. It is going to go into the net, and I don't think that Sharrieff's swap even helped him. ReaLize with the magnet. Sharrieff just spamming the player swap, thinking, oh no, I've got to end this quickly. But all he does is swap ReaLize into a position where he's going to continue magneting the ball into the net. What a ridiculous goal. What a phenomenal team goal by these guys. In a 1v1 as well. You don't often see team goals in a 1v1. but today is one of those days. Lines, thanks for the tier 1 sub, man. I appreciate that a lot. Andrelo's gifting some subs. Give him some love. Oh, I think I shouted out. Was there 2? Was there more than 2? I remember shouting out 2. If there's more than 2, then I'm really sorry for missing that. I didn't mean to. I am getting pretty into this game though, so I apologize if I'm getting distracted. Sharrieff is in the Octane. Has the default camera glitch. Do the FOV thingy again, please, Sharrieff. It keeps bugging for some reason. Alright. Thank you, Sharrieff. Silence, please. I know it's a little small quality of life change for very few people, but why can I not access party chat without going to the menu? Why is that? I don't like that at all. Well, there's one way to score in an air dribble 1v1. Sharrieff just flopping around in the air. Intentionally, by the way. Intentional flopping. Just to make that ball spin around him a little bit more. I love it. Well played, Sharrieff, off to a good start. He's not had many leads, if any at all, in this series. I don't remember him winning at any point in any of the games. Drop by ReaLize. Oh, no doubt that was a controller disconnect or something, because he wouldn't just stop boosting like that. He's probably going to tell us what happened. Is his controller disconnected? Is he just completely disconnected altogether? Sharrieff. Oh! Disconnect internet says, is that just in? Okay. I thought that ball was going to roll into Sharrieff's net before he could do anything about it. Sharrieff has saved his own shot. Massive respect to Sharrieff. His shot was on target and he haymakered it into the crossbar. Not the cleanest air dribble there though by Sharrieff. Another heavy first touch. He got away from that a little bit in the second game. I was very impressed that he managed to improve his first touch as much as he did. Yeah, so Sharrieff just confirming he did miss on purpose, like I anticipated. A lot of boots coming in right now for both players. Boot is very good at shutting down a lot of the power-ups. Oh no, now I have disconnected. For goodness sake, Psyonix, fix your servers. I know we are in US West and we've got one US East player, we've got a Japanese player and a European spectator. So it's not ideal, but we're making the most of it. ReaLize from the deck with the magnet. He's managed to take it past. He's managed to take it past Sharrieff, but really what on earth can Sharrieff do in this situation? He's got a magnet of his own, but ReaLize has just done something so awkward with the ball that Sharrieff really had no chance. He could have activated the magnet himself, I'll give him that. Like, he probably should have activated the magnet himself. Andrello, just in case somebody thinks I'm not appreciating you enough, because you do deserve it. Thanks for gifting another sub, this time to Nasty IRL, or Nasty RL, whichever pronunciation you prefer. And no name 100-11991. Thanks for the prime sub as well. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, Nasty. Welcome to the sub team. Oh, another pretty effective usage of the freeze by ReaLize. I like what he's doing with the freeze. Let me explain to you guys what I'm seeing as this game continues. And this could be a goal, by the way. It is a goal. Good swap by Sharrieff. But the reason I'm impressed by what ReaLize is doing with the freeze, and something that I would definitely like to see more of, is he's waiting until the ball isn't in contact with his car. He's air dribbling it close, then he lets it get away from himself a little bit, freezes it, and then of course his car is going to continue on moving through and make contact with the ball and change its direction. So it's very impressive. Oh, ReaLize almost getting an air dribble into a backboard rebound. He did make contact, albeit off target. Logic Live, thanks to the prime sub. Another boot by Sharrieff is going to give him a 3-1 lead. He's getting the high end of the spectrum when it comes to power-up trades here, because double boot in this situation is not very helpful for the defender. Not very helpful for ReaLize. He would have needed a freeze there to save that, or a haymaker. What else would have... I don't know if anything else would have saved that. Maybe a tornado. I doubt it, but it's possible. Nobody really knows with the tornado, to be honest. ReaLize into the ceiling, still almost has control. Not able to get the catch on the ground though. Sharrieff, will he go for the pendulum maneuver by flying ahead of the ball here? Looks like he might. He's going to try and swing this one in. And look at that shot by Sharrieff. He's stepping up in game 3. Some very creative finishing. Beating a grapple. A defensive grapple is so hard to beat. But look at that. Sharrieff accelerated the ball so fast that the grappling hook didn't even function. It was getting pushed back. because the ball was going so quick. If the ball's faster than supersonic, the grappling hook actually doesn't move you forward towards it. The ball will push you back. That's just how it's coded. I think it's not really a great way to have it coded, in my opinion, but that's just how it is. So there you go. Air dribble from ReaLize with no power up needed. Of course, we've seen him do this many times before. Good angle, good dunk. Sharrieff, not a bad line himself, but he certainly got dunked on by the surging and resurgent Japanese player. Sharrieff trying to slow this one down. He's maybe going to get a powered up spawn in time mid-air. It's going to be very tricky though. Flip reset was successful. 2 seconds. Gets the catch on the floor. ReaLize, I don't think he needed to use that power up. It looked like it might have been off target, but well played to react in time to save that one regardless. 1 minute 46. Still plenty of time. No need to panic for ReaLize. He's just got to take his chances and defend as well as possible. Player swap is usually good, but look at that ReaLize. Forced to save his own shot because Sharrieff managed to align himself with the ball as it was coming in. That is the counter to the player swap. We've not seen many of those before. Sharrieff going for a bit more of a ceiling shot here. I'm not sure. Should we allow this one? What do you guys think? Is this an air dribble? Yeah, he says I don't know if that counts. I think I'm gonna have to give it a no. I think I'm gonna have to say no. I don't think that was an air dribble, boys. It's a good shot. It was not an air dribble. Great shot, not an air dribble. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I wanted to know your guys' opinion on that as well. It's good that you guys are with me on that. So still 2 goals in it. And Sharrieff should be giving the next possession to ReaLize. It's ReaLize's ball. ReaLize's ball, by the way. Because Sharrieff did a foul shot, so you give up a goal and you give away the possession. Because I won't explain that. You know what I mean. I'm just trying to. Yeah, Sharrieff says sorry. He's no doubt just forgotten that it was supposed to be ReaLize's shot. Another tornado for ReaLize. He's trying to get a goal with the tornado. One thing I'm thinking myself is, does the tornado always go counterclockwise? I believe it does. And if that's the case, you probably need to have the ball to your right-hand side or it's not going to work. There we go. What direction is that going? It looks to me to be going counterclockwise. So, yeah, I think you need to get the ball to your right-hand side if you're going to be in any useful position. Sharrieff tried it there. Didn't quite get it. Shot on target. No player swap needed. ReaLize just going to go right the way through. And Sharrieff, for the second time this game, has just been hard dunked on. ReaLize at the last second there, getting such a huge angle change in the ball. When we look at it from ReaLize's POV, we can see exactly what he's doing. But then when you look at it from Sharrieff's perspective, you can understand why it's so difficult to save those. ReaLize is really accelerating the ball and changing the angle so quickly. Sharrieff from the deck gets the air dribble started. 360s into it. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself though. That spikes would have been very helpful. I would have loved to see the spikes against ReaLize's plunger defense. ReaLize looking to maybe get ahead of the ball. There it is. Pendulum swings it, but I believe Sharrieff might have got a piece of it because he didn't have a standard direction on it. Sharrieff now looking to grind it. Does so. And that is going to be GG game 3. 2-1 in the best of 5. We're going to go to game 4. Best game by Sharrieff by far. Certainly the most impressive performance that he's had.
Johnny, have you ever been around a dead body and became extremely hungry from the smell? Happened to me at my 3-year-old brother's funeral yesterday.
I think the less said about that one, the better. I'll just say X Ross X Boss X. Thanks for the £3.53. And no, cannot relate. Let me just tell Sharrieff. Camera thingy happened again. This is so stupid that the bug still exists. Oh no, have I just got Sharrieff scored on? Oh no! Lamau gets scored on. Oh no. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Let's see. So ReaLize is gonna give Sharrieff a free goal here. I was trying to get that, in there as quick as possible so that we could not have Sharrieff getting scored on for free. But I wasn't quite fast enough. My bad. So there we go. Equalizer. ReaLize should get the first possession here, and he will. Yeah, ReaLize should get this because he just gave it. Or I ruined his first shot by sabotaging Sharrieff. So here we go. ReaLize back in the control. What on earth is going on with that ball? That looked kind of laggy to me, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it was because I am connecting to this server from EU. They did fix that a long time ago. Early magnet by Sharrieff. He's going to try and slide this one in with the turtle.
How much should
off target
I
though.
queue? I don't have any friends active, but I want to play ranked really badly. Good job on the stream.
Oh, thanks,
I
Brutash.
am voting Sharrieff.
You're voting
Much
Sharrieff.
love, smile.
Well, he's got to win this game and the next. It is possible. Positional swap by ReaLize is effective. Actually, no, Sharrieff did the positional swap. What am I talking about? Just reverse everything I just said, and it'll make sense. Yeah, the positional swap there from Sharrieff, not really a good idea, because if the ball's already on target, swapping positions with your opponent is not really going to help you. Sharrieff just wanted to do it though. He's probably no doubt spamming that button. He's thinking, right, as soon as ReaLize is in range, I'm going to hit him with this position swap. He's not going to see it coming. Oh crumbs, he saw it coming. Another grind air dribble from Sharrieff. I remember back to ReaLize's first air dribble show match that he had on stream. He was really doing a lot of ground to air dribbles and having a lot of success with them. Not seen so many from him today. Oh, look at that though. Trying to send the ball off target and then bring it back with a magnet. A little bit too heavy on the touch this time. Before I forget, Brutash, thanks for the 353. And how much should you be solo queuing? Don't be afraid to solo queue. If you don't have anybody to play with, just get stuck in, mate. Just get stuck in there. I would advise don't play solo standard. In my experience, standard, just playing standard by yourself is a lot more fun than playing solo standard. Solo doubles is usually a lot of fun. Oh, look at that from ReaLize. Again, a little bit too much power, but good ideas. He's got some good strats. Sharrieff again off the ground. He's going for the fast track. And he might actually get it. No, good save actually by ReaLize. Let's keep him out. Custom bit badges. I don't think so, Andrello, because the default bit badges are actually really clean. I really like them. I've thought about doing custom bit badges, but a lot of my, top cheerers have told me that they wouldn't like that at all. They prefer the default, and I don't disagree. I think the default ones are really cool. So probably not. I don't think so, but you never know. Oh, by the way, Brutash, since you're asking about, or since you did say in that donation message that you want to play ranked really badly but you don't have any friends, hop into my Discord. Use the exclamation Discord command in my chat. Hop in there. There's a looking for team chat. If you just hop in there and say, hey, looking for players in whatever range you're in, just tell what rank you're in, there might be somebody in there that can play with you. Oh my goodness, Sharrieff just hit a ridiculous power shot. 216 kilometers an hour. What? What? Hello? ReaLize with 124 pings, gonna struggle to save those at the best of times, but I think it might have skidded off the top of ReaLize's car on the way in and given it another like 30 or 40 kilometers an hour, because that is absurd amount of speed. ReaLize, talk about speed, he's going the other way of the spectrum with one of the slowest and most controlled air dribbles I've ever seen. How about that from the Japanese player? Perfect lift on the ball. Drops it into the crossbar and then easy as you like rebounds it in from point blank range. That is just beautiful from ReaLize. These are actually like legitimately some of the most impressive air dribbles I've ever seen. The vertical air carry from ReaLize, I've never seen it be done with this much consistency before. Even Justin, I'm sure, would be impressed with these. Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter how pretty it is though. Yeah, goal's a goal and Sharrieff's just going to keep hammering them in. ReaLize with the most delicate goal of all time, and it's just sandwiched by two haymaker air dribbles. Sharrieff ties it with another boomer from point blank range. That's how you do it. 3 goals in a row, by the way. These guys are increasing their shot accuracy as we go on here. ReaLize from the turtle. He's going to try and take this shot difficulty onto the next level. Not the best liftoff though. Sharrieff says, "Oh no, don't do it" in the chat. He didn't want it. Lethamir getting gifted a sub. Enjoy the emotes, Lethamir. Thanks, Andrello RL. Of course it's Andrello. Again, with another gift. I very much appreciate that, man. Bit of a misplay there by Sharrieff. He pointed his wheels at the ball before trying to get that grapple started. And of course, the suspension on his car reduced the impact. Just ruined. Ruined. Good save there by Sharrieff. Oh, hold on. Was it a save or was it a goal? Looks like it might have been rolling on target. Not 100% sure. Sharrieff, close range start for this air dribble. Ball kicks off the wall though. Turns into a close range false start. He's going to take it up the other side. The ball's going to kick off the wall again. He missed his catch and the ball. I could see it happen. I was like, this is going to kick off the wall again. He's just actually given up. He's thinking, right, that's just too bad. I can't get started 2 air dribbles in a row. I give up. It's yours, ReaLize. I'm not going to keep you waiting all day, mate. And will Sharrieff get a taste of his own medicine? Oh my goodness, from distance, ReaLize off the joint. He tried to give Sharrieff that feel of conceding a haymaker from, you know, a bit longer range than Sharrieff's been banging them in. Not to criticize Sharrieff's shots at all. You know, he's playing to win. He wants to get the comeback here. He's got to defend one more shot from ReaLize. 360 into the grapple. Good freeze by Sharrieff to break up ReaLize's momentum there. And it looks like the final shot in regulation time is going to go to Sharrieff. Again, he goes off the ground. And in doing so, might have rushed this one. Oh, instead we're going to go to OT, where ReaLize will get the first shot. So ReaLize might wait for a power up here. He's slow rolling. In fact, just going to go for a vanilla air dribble again. And we know he can do this. He's scored several of these already, but he's gone a little bit too far. And he doesn't even have a power up to try to bring it back online. Spikes for Sharrieff. This could be game 5. He's got the catch lined up. There it is. Takes it low. Great save, though, by ReaLize. Gets in the way and utilizes the magnet effectively. Sharrieff gives him a what a save. Because he must have thought, when he whipped that ball down low, he must have thought that was game. Oh, it was almost game at the other end as well. These guys are trading some heavy blows here. These are not bad shots by any stretch of the imagination. Sharrieff, again, close range, trying to get the ball rolling at the sidewall. This one is not going to kick off like the other ones earlier. Position swap versus the freeze. The freeze should come out on top here, unless Sharrieff hits the ball just after it gets frozen. And ReaLize has jumped the gun on what would have been a free save. Look at that, just a little bit too early there. He saw the swap coming in, panicked, hit the freeze, but the players don't swap immediately. There's that tiny delay, and that delay is what enabled Sharrieff to score there. Good timing by Sharrieff. And we are going to go to game 5. Very interesting series here. One of the only, I think, air dribble series that has gone all the way. Most of these are over very, very quick because, you know, it's a bit luck involved, of course.
Johnny, what would you do if someone who looked just like you came up to you and said, "I'm the real you"?
Wait. If somebody who looked just like me came up to me and said that they was me, like, you know, me from the future or whatever, what would I do? That would be pretty scary. I'd probably try and imprison the guy, because no doubt he's going to try and kill me, you know? Just try and contain him and then interview or something, you know? Thanks for the 250 bits, by the way, Lions. Good question. Sharrieff going for another crazy pendulum swing. And this is certainly something that he's had the better of ReaLize in. Just knowing when to activate that plunger can be so difficult. But he really whipped it in at speed. ReaLize had the position swap. It didn't matter. The ball's already across the line before the swap had even taken place. And Sharrieff, who looked like he might have been out of this very, very early. He looked like he was going to be outdone, at least mechanically. He is making a comeback strategically. Look at the mechanics again, though, of ReaLize. This man does not need any rumble power-ups to bring a threatening air dribble to his opponent. And of course, he knows if he doesn't have a rumble power-up, neither does Sharrieff. So probably improving his odds, I would say, as a lot of the rumble power-ups are better in defense than they are in offense. ReaLize spikes 5 seconds before Sharrieff is going to get anything to use himself. And ReaLize has not revealed it until now. There's the boot, though. Perfect counter. Excellent selection by Sharrieff there. Very, very smart to choose the boot. Probably the best counter against the spikes. Multiple touches in the ceiling by Sharrieff, but he gets a little bit ahead of the ball with no power up to help him. ReaLize Boomer versus Haymaker. Haymaker should come out on top here again, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Unless ReaLize can do something special, this should be Sharrieff's goal to lose. It looks like ReaLize is going to keep the Boomer as he chain wave dashes back into his own goal. Yeah, choose. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Haymaker for Sharrieff. This time way off target though. Overthought that one a little bit. And now he might not have a power up in time to defend against ReaLize's shot. Okay, never mind. He's going to get one. As ReaLize is taken longer. They both have Boomer though. And ReaLize should have scored. Boomer against Boomer should always favor the attacker in this mode. Sharrieff from the air to the ground, or from the ground to the air rather, but not high enough to really threaten ReaLize. I do think it's smart though. That was very smart by Sharrieff to just go straight to ReaLize's goal, because he knows the Boomer's one of the power-ups that takes the longest to go away. And ReaLize didn't have anything there. There's exactly what I expected to happen on ReaLize's previous attack though. This time he does get the job done with a very well done air roll at the last second. Plumtree, thanks for the 15 months, man. Welcome back, I should say. It's a long time to be subbed. There's all of you guys. Like, I think by far my longest relationships I've ever had are all Twitch chat subs. Several of them. I'm not 100% sure what the marker would have to be, but it's, you know, not much more than a year. Not much more than a year. Am I Scottish? I am indeed Scottish. My accent, I dilute it a little bit, because if I speak in pure Scottish, people can't understand me. Grappling hook for ReaLize. That is not going to work though when Sharrieff is playing a bit dirty with the disruptor, I believe it's called. Sharrieff's trying to get into an air dribble here, almost emulating his goal, which brought him back to 5-4 in the 12 Titans NA qualifier there. Just popping it to the crossbar, following up with a close range rebound. Oh, what up, King Spectre? How's it going, man? And Brutash, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Oh, ReaLize with a boomer that would have rivaled Sharrieff's from earlier. Sharrieff may have done something useful with the tornado, which is an achievement in itself, to be honest. Sharrieff, close range. A bit too high, though. He does still have the Haymaker, and he might need to use that defensively. Of course, he'd love to save this for his next attack. He might not have that luxury, though. Depends what ReaLize is going to bring to the table. And the plunger is threatening. Gets in front of the ball. There it is, close range. And he caught Sharrieff being greedy. I said Sharrieff might want to keep this for his next attack, and he thinks, okay, yeah, ReaLize doesn't look to be doing too much here. I'll just get a save and then use the Haymaker at the other end. Oh dear. That is a plunger. That is a goal. And the Haymaker is gone. He's definitely wishing he used that defensively. ReaLize has clawed his way back into the lead. And he's done well to keep Sharrieff at bay. After Sharrieff got the goal early, I thought there might be more, as the goals have been coming in a lot more in the latter games here. Good dunk by Sharrieff. No power up for either player. Gets a couple of touches in the ceiling here. There's one. And then he comes down and nice air roll to put it to the weak side of ReaLize. As Sharrieff noticed. Really struggled not to say Sharrieff realized. Sharrieff noticed which side ReaLize was leaning towards. And he managed to block that. Do I live near Glasgow? I live in Glasgow. So yeah, I do live pretty near Glasgow. Slow-mo dribble again by ReaLize. He's going to be too good. And Sharrieff still has not found a counter to this. The only thing that he might want to do is, I think shadowing might be better than just taking up a station in the back post and trying to pre-jump at the right time. Although Sharrieff's pre-jumps are pretty good, you've got to be on another level altogether to block that air dribble that ReaLize just brought to the table. What do you mean, unfortunately, I live in Glasgow? I love Glasgow. Glasgow's great. Freeze for Sharrieff. A difficult power up to use. Magnet in defense is also not the greatest. Oh, there's the freeze. It's going to drop in. Sharrieff, what a play. May have even got a little bit of help from ReaLize. But just as he froze it, he popped the ball, and the magnet might have just pulled it into ReaLize's own goal. I've got to give Sharrieff credit, though. It's difficult to use the freeze in these game modes, and he did something with it. He changed the trajectory of the ball last second. He caught ReaLize off guard. Here's ReaLize again with another fast air dribble, going for the bump. Jesse would be happy to see it, but not proud of the result. And now we've got both players of the player swap. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen here? One, and there's number two. It's going to go in. Oh no, both players try to swap, and I don't think another touch happened after this one here. That's the last touch, then swap. And swap. Nothing else is gonna occur. ReaLize, he's got to remember, there's no point swapping an attacker if you're not in line with the ball, because it's just going to go into your own net. I'm sure his thinking was, let me swap Sharrieff before he even gets a shot on target. But as things stand, ReaLize is staring down at defeat in an air dribble 1v1 unless he can pull out the miracle. He's got the boot. There it is! And there's the tie game. ReaLize, he definitely won the rock, paper, scissors of power-ups here. But he had to execute nonetheless, and he did well. Spikes, not going to help you when somebody kicks you in the face with a gigantic boot on the end of a spring. And Sharrieff might try to take this shot without a power-up here. Oh yeah, he actually does have a power-up. Grappling hook for ReaLize. Should be good though, and there we go. First shot in OT is going to go to the Japanese player. What a series this has turned out to be. Both these guys showing us some very creative shoots. Some very creative shoots. That's right. And ReaLize, he's taking it seriously. Earlier on, he's going for air dribbles with no power-up, but now he's waiting for the power-up to spawn. He's not messing around. This is going to be absolutely try-hard, sweaty mode from ReaLize, and he's won the rock, paper, scissors again. Haymaker versus Magnet is going to favor the former, and that is a wrap. GG's. Sharrieff led with 5 seconds remaining in the final game, but the Magnet just not able to change direction of the ball enough to stop the Haymaker. The power of the boxing glove. And yeah, maybe a deserved win at the end of the day. Maybe. It's hard to say. That was a very, very close. That last game could have gone either way. Very, very close stuff. But overall, I think in the entire series, I'd give the edge to ReaLize. So, you know, deserved win in that sense. But Sharrieff to make that comeback was very impressive because he was 2-0 down up against a player with who's got incredible air control. That's not easy to come back from. That really is not an easy task to come back from that situation when it was looking as dire as that. Wow, what a series. I'm actually loving the Rumble addition to these 1v1s. It's pretty exciting to watch.